Matthew Pisano, Clark, New Jersey. Thank you for having me. Happy holidays to all. Sergio, I understand your mother fell. How's she feeling?
She's doing good.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear. Recently, we were reassessed in Clark. My taxes went up, and I wanted to see what I was getting for my money. So I came down here and I walked around, and I was just appalled with the $26 million renovation project. Basically, the county has a budget of $520 million a year. It comes out to $1.4 million a day, $991 a minute. And the time I speak to you, it's just under $5,000. We spent $26 million on the complex. We had it closed for 5 years. During a recent visit to the tower, the 16th floor mechanical room door was off. That seems like a security breach. With the door off, the public has access to various electrical and fire panels. I'd be leery to walk in that room as it shows signs of water damage, flaking paint, and plaster, which is on the new equipment also. Across from that is a radio room with communications equipment in it. That's under plastic right now. I don't know whose equipment that is, if it's the state's, if it's the city of Elizabeth's, if it's the county's. But there's buckets, pumps, and plastic wrapped over the top of it. It's really appalling. With the fire upgrades in 2005, and 2000 and 2005, the state threatened to close the building. 2014, Chairperson Hudak said, if we don't do this work, they'll shut us down. Well, what's changed? Because we still have an inoperable staircase, and we put people back up on the floor again. Who said it's all right to go up there? Why is the staircase functioning? Is the equipment work? What's going on with it? Because it's not fixed. As you walk through the building, you walk down to the 15th floor, the credit union's back there. A bid went out, bid number 3-2023, which is environmental remediation bid. Why would that bid go out if the building was closed for 5 years and $26 million was spent? Why wasn't that room worked on during all that construction? That was left. Were they just going to keep the door closed? Because the reports that I have said there's lead and asbestos in there. If you continue down the stairwell, you'll see numerous leaks and plaster spalding and windows leaking and plaster on top of the new finished steps that we paid for. Going through the bathrooms, most of the men's rooms don't have hot water at all. If it does come out, it's trickling. You have sprinkler caps still on top of the sprinkler heads. You have missing ceiling tiles. You have lead paint falling onto the floors. There's broken fixtures also. Broken urinal, broken, 2 or 3 broken water fountains. I guess in the $26 million, we didn't have any plumbing in the bid. As you continue down to the rotunda, you walk through the stairwells, again, more plaster peeling, more water damage. It looks like we did all this cosmetic work, but nobody took care of the roofs. Every roof we have has leaks. This building especially has leaks. There's a leak above the carpeted boards. There's usually 3 or 4 tiles back here that have to get changed. We paid for $1 million paint job, almost $1 million paint job in the rotunda, approximately 100,000 square feet. When I OPA requested the lead swipe test, there was none. It's kind of unbelievable that they did 5 floors, all that lead work, and there's not one swipe test. Leaving the rotunda, you walk through, you go by Mr. Rajapi's area. That's under construction, but you can see that the ceiling still has leaks. So again, we're spending money on cosmetic upgrades, and we didn't fix the roofs again. Roof after roof. If you walk down the tower, you can see also the power pit, which holds the water. It's a drain, and the pet falcon that we have is killing animals, and the bones are filling up, and the power pit's filled with water. Now, with the winter coming, that's going to freeze, and God knows what can happen after that, if the facade's going to pop off or whatever. We did have a change in directors. We have a new director with 40-plus years experience. He should know the rules and the procedures. Mr. Oatman was quoted as saying, we just can't go into a creek and start pulling stuff out of that. Yet that is exactly what the road department did. I'm not sure if this was a park problem or a road department problem, but they were out there. They went out there with a brand new $3,000 excavator. Bid 27-23 is for amphibious equipment that attaches to that excavator. Why wasn't that equipment used? PSE&G is filing a lawsuit against us, and I just asked that you're taking on another property in Scotch Plains for a couple more million. Let's just finish the projects we have now, because we have a lot of open projects. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, County Council.
Mr. Pisano, I certainly can't answer each and every one of the complaints you rattled off, which you gathered walking around this complex over many years. But as you know, we have had some issues brought to our attention by PIOSH, and the county has addressed each and every one of them. PIOSH is satisfied with what we have done. Some of the issues, yes, are still there. The county is working on them, as you know, and you can't get everything done at the same time. It's an aging infrastructure, and the county is working on them. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, County Council.